During the time of Treta Yuga, there was a great kingdom by the name of Ayodhya. It was ruled by a great and pious king, Maharaj Dasharat, who was a descendant in the Sun dynasty. Lord Ramachandra appeared on this planet about 1 million years ago as the son of Maharaj Dasharat, along with his brothers Lakshman, Bharat, and Shatrughna. Lakshman was deeply attached to his elder brother Ram, and Shatrughna was also dear to Bharat, and they pleased their brothers with their unalloyed service. The purpose of Lord Ram's advent on earth was to annihilate the miscreants and attract conditioned souls like us to the transcendental path of Bhakti Yoga. After completing their education, sage Vishwamitra arrived in the kingdom of Ayodhya and took Ram and Lakshman along with him to the forest so that they could assist him in killing various demons who were torturing the sages. Later, the sage took Lord Ram to the city of Janakpur, where the Lord married his eternal consort Sita Devi, who is none other than the goddess of fortune. The citizens of Ayodhya were really jubilant to welcome Ram and Sita in the kingdom. After some time had passed, one day, in the courtroom of Maharaj Dasharat,
Oh dear Gurudev, I am so fortunate that Ram, Lakshman, Bharat and Shatrughna have taken birth in my family. They are my life and soul. Whenever I look at Ram's face, I feel time has stopped and I constantly find myself gazing at his moon-like face. Gurudev, I have been thinking about something for a few days and I would like to discuss this with you.
Oh Rajan, please speak whatever is on your mind.
The citizens of Ayodhya really love Ram and he has captivated their minds and hearts.
Yes, Maharaj, you are absolutely right. Wherever I go, I hear everyone singing the praises of Prince Ram.
Gurudev, I think the time has come for Ayodhya to get their new king in Ram. What do you think, Gurudev?
Rajan, there is nothing more auspicious than this. I am so pleased to hear about your decision to install Ram on Ayodhya's throne as your successor.
O Gurudev, please continue to shower your blessings upon all of us. Would you kindly advise the auspicious day when we can perform the Rajyabhishek of Ram?
O King, as per the astrological charts, tomorrow is a very auspicious day. So, we should perform the coronation ceremony tomorrow itself.
Thank you, Gurudev. With your blessings, we will make all the arrangements for the ceremony. Sumantra, go and announce that the grand coronation will take place tomorrow and all citizens are invited to this auspicious event.
The news of the coronation of Ram as king was announced to the entire kingdom of Ayodhya. Everyone in Ayodhya was feeling extremely jubilant in their hearts. Knowing that Ram would be coronated as their future king, their joy knew no bounds. They all came together to decorate the city of Ayodhya. Everyone was extremely happy, except for one person.
My dear queen, the streets of Ayodhya are looking just like a newly wedded bride, decorated with so many flowers and lights everywhere, and flags have been hoisted high on rooftops.
Yes, Vasudha. After all, it is my Ram's coronation ceremony. I am so happy today. Go and ensure that all the arrangements are being carried out nicely. And see to it that all the streets in the entire kingdom of Ayodhya are sprinkled with scented water. Oh Manthara, where have you been? Today is the best day of my life. I am so happy that I am not able to control my emotions, as all my desires have been fulfilled. My Ram will sit on the throne of Ayodhya. Ask me anything that you desire. Whatever you want, I can happily give it to you. What happened, Manthara? Is everything all right? Don't be shy or afraid. Ask me anything that you desire today. I will decorate you with jewels from head to toe.
Yes, everything is all right except for you.
Me? What has happened to me? I'm absolutely fine. In fact, I can't even describe how happy I am today.
My dear queen, you are so innocent and naive. I am surprised how someone can celebrate seeing their own disaster.
What are you talking about, Manthara? I don't understand anything. The only thing that's on my mind right now is to see Ram sitting on the grand throne of Ayodhya.
You are completely bewildered under the spell of your husband's sweet words, and you are not able to see that you will lose everything right under your nose.
I am so confused. What do you mean? What did Maharaj do? Tell me, Manthara, tell me.
Oh, innocent queen, you are so simple-hearted that you did not even realize how Maharaj has so cleverly devised this entire plan. He deliberately sent Bharat away so that Ram could be made king without any opposition. Once Ram becomes the king, Bharat will become his menial servant.
Manthara, please don't speak such words. It really pains my heart. I know Ram will never do this. He loves Bharat more than himself.
You are so misled that you fail to see your impending doom. After Ram, his sons will rule the kingdom, and Bharat and his family, including you, will become his servants. Are you not able to see this injustice being done to your son? I can clearly see your and Bharat's future as mere servants.
What? My Ram will do this to us? I cannot even imagine in my dreams that Maharaj will do this to me. I have served him so faithfully. What will happen to us now? Everything is over, Manthara. Everything is over.
Where there is a will, there is a way. There is still a way that we can reverse this plan and see that Bharat is seated on the throne.
Tell me, Manthara. Tell me quickly what can be done. Please guide me.
O Queen, do you remember that many years ago you accompanied Maharaj on his chariot on the battlefield where he was fighting with the demons? He was fighting with so much courage and determination, but at one moment he was severely wounded and had become unconscious on the chariot.
Yes, Manthara, I clearly remember that day.
At that time, seeing the imminent danger, you rescued him and brought his chariot back to a safer place. When he recovered, he was so pleased with you for saving his life that he offered you 2 boons. You told him that when you needed them, you would ask for them in the future. So now the time has come for you to ask those 2 boons. The first boon is to make Bharat as the king of Ayodhya.
Yes, Manthara, I will exactly do as you say. You are my savior. I'll go and ask Maharaj to make Bharat the king. What would be the second boon?
Ask the king to banish Ram to the forest for 14 years.
No, Manthara. Although Ram is not my son, I cannot ask for this boon. Why should I send Ram to the forest?
Maharani Kaikeyi, do not let your emotions cover your intelligence. If Ram is still here, Bharat will not be able to rule the kingdom and he will not flourish as a king. So, you must ask Maharaj to banish Ram to the forest for 14 years.
Yes, Manthara. I will exactly do what you have said. You are my true friend. Thank you, Manthara.
Manthara was showing Kaikeyi that she was her dear well-wisher and that she was concerned about her welfare. However, in reality, Manthara had her own agenda. She was selfish and greedy, and she just wanted to ensure that her own position was secure. Although Kaikeyi was not convinced that Maharaj Dasharath and Ram would do any injustice to her or Bharat, but Manthara's strong evil influence clouded her intelligence, and she started to believe whatever Manthara told her. Taking her evil advice, Kaikeyi took off all her jewelry and dressed herself in old clothes. A messenger was sent to Maharaj Dasharath, telling him that Queen Kaikeyi wanted to see him immediately in the Kopa Bhavan, or the sulking chambers.
Maharani Kaikeyi, Maharani Kaikeyi, where are you? Why it is so dark here? I can't see anything. What happened, my dear queen? Why are you in this state? Why are you behaving like this? Has someone spoken harshly to you? Who has dared to offend my dearmost queen? Oh Kaikeyi, it really pains my heart to see you in this state. I am longing to see a smile on your beautiful face. Tell me, how can I make you happy? If you wish, I can give you beautiful jewels, horses, kingdoms, or anything else that you desire in this entire universe. Please tell me, Kaikeyi, what you desire. I promise to fulfill all your desires.
Are these just false promises of yours? Or do you take a vow to truly fulfill my heart's desires?
Kaikeyi, do you have the slightest doubt that I will not fulfill my promise? I, Maharaj Dashrath, descendant of the great Raghu dynasty, take a vow in the presence of the sun, moon, sky, fire, and demigods as my witnesses that I will fulfill whatever you desire. Now, please tell me what is your wish.
O king, remember a long time ago, once on the battlefield, when I saved your life, you were very pleased with me and you offered me 2 boons. Now, I wish to ask for those 2 boons that you had promised me.
That's it? Just 2 boons? Kaikeyi, I was so scared. Ask freely for those 2 as well as for any other boons, and I will surely grant you everything you yearn for.
The first boon I wish to ask is, let my son Bharat be installed on the throne in place of Ram. And my second wish is that Ram should be banished to the forest to live in exile for 14 years.
Kaikeyi, are you in your senses? Do you even know what you are asking for?
Maharaj, you had promised me, and now you have also taken a vow. If you do not want to give these 2 boons, then you can do so and break your vow. But remember, never again you should speak about glory of Raghu dynasty, in which your great ancestors have given even their lives just to fulfill their vows.
How can I give you what you are asking for? You are not just asking for these boons, you are asking for my very life. The world may exist without sun, the crops may grow without water, but my life cannot remain in my body without seeing Ram. What will you gain by doing this? Surely you seem to be possessed by an evil spirit. Who has influenced your mind? Why are you suddenly seeing Ram as your enemy and uttering such cruel words for him? Kaikeyi, if you really wish this, then so be it, and let Bharat be installed on the throne in place of Ram. But why do you want to send Ram away? Ram has always loved and served you more than Bharat. I really beg you, Kaikeyi, you can ask for anything else in this universe apart from this. No, Kaikeyi, no.
Kaikeyi was standing with her face flushed with anger. She did not waver at all as she remembered Manthara's instructions, and her heart was hardened with greed and envy as a result of the evil thoughts that were implanted by Manthara. Seeing that Maharaj Dashrath would not grant her the boons she desired, she summoned Ram.
Pranam, my dear father. Pranam, dear mother. What has happened to you, dear father? Why do you look so dejected? Are you not feeling well, father? Dear mother, can you please tell me what has happened to father?
Your father is unable to speak because he has made a promise that he is not able to fulfill.
Mother, is that so? Then you please tell me what are my father's wishes, and I will surely carry out his wishes without a doubt.
In the past, your father gave me 2 boons, and now I have asked him to grant them to me. But he is not able to fulfill his promise. Now, as his son, it is your duty to ensure that he does not go back on his word.
Oh, mother, it is my duty to make you and father happy. Please tell me what those 2 wishes are, and I will surely fulfill them.
Ram, my first wish is to have Bharat installed on the throne of Ayodhya. And the second wish is for you to go and stay in the forest for 14 years.
That's all, mother. Consider this to be done. I would be really happy for my dearest brother Bharat to be installed on the throne. And as for me, I shall put on the dress of an ascetic and depart for the forest immediately. I will do whatever is pleasing to both of you, my dear mother. Now, with your blessings and permission, I will go and make arrangements to leave for the forest.
Ram, I am the cause of this distress. The entire universe will laugh at me for generations to come for being the cause of this misfortune. As a result of a promise made to Kaikeyi, I have lost my intelligence. Therefore, take me captive and rule over this kingdom.
My dear father, it is destiny alone. So please do not blame yourself for whatever is happening. I pray that you rule the kingdom for another 1,000 years. After a mere 14 years, I shall return and once more take shelter of your feet. Please bless me so that I can follow the path of righteousness as taught by you.
Sumantra, please go and order my army to get ready and take all the elephants, horses, and accompany Ram in the forest and ensure that all arrangements are made nicely for him.
My dear father, what use is an army and other such paraphernalia to me? I have resolved to enter the forest and dwell there with the ascetics, wearing the barks of the tree and living on whatever produce I can gather. So, how can I take these comforts? There is no need for all this. Now, please give us your permission to leave.
Ram! Ram! Please don't leave us!
The news of Ram's impending exile spread quickly throughout the entire kingdom of Ayodhya, and everyone was shocked and dismayed. All of them were drowned in the ocean of sorrow, hearing this devastating news. However, Ram maintained his composure. exhibited his peaceful demeanor, and entered his palace.
My lord, is something bothering you? Tomorrow is the auspicious and joyful day of the coronation ceremony, but you seem to be covered by the dark shadow of grief.
My worshipable father has ordered me to live in the forest for 14 years. O most beautiful princess, according to Mother Kaikeyi's desire, my brother Bharat should be installed on the throne in my place. So, to obey his orders, I shall depart to the forest now. During my absence, I request you to please remain firm in your duties and serve everyone here in Ayodhya.
My dear lord, why are you uttering these painful words? The wife should share her husband's fortune under all circumstances. As per the ancient religious codes, it is the duty of the wife to follow her husband. I cannot possibly remain in Ayodhya. If you are going to the forest, I shall walk before you, clearing away the sharp grasses and thorn on the path.
My dear Sita, you have been raised as princess in the comforts of a palace. I cannot bear to see you suffer in the forest. There is no joy in the fearful forest. Rather, it is filled with misery. Simply by taking you, I would be neglecting my duties to protect you. Therefore, give up this idea of following me there. It is not a secure place for you.
All these dangers will be nothing if I am able to remain by your side. I will have no fear with you as my protector. Be it in the kingdom or in the forest, I would only be happy by your side, fulfilling my duties of a chaste wife. Please let me accompany you, my lord.
I desire to obey my father's wishes, and I see that you are determined to follow me. So, you can come with me, and together we shall lead the life of an ascetic in the forest. I am pleased with your determination to serve me in every circumstance. Let us prepare to leave immediately.
Brother, this is unacceptable. Influenced by the words of a woman, the king has lost his good sense. To desire your banishment is nothing short of madness. There is no one in this world who can find any fault with you. You should never relinquish the royal throne for any cause.
Calm down, my dear brother Lakshman.
If at Kaikeyi's instigation, our father acts like an enemy, then he should be made captive or even killed. The scriptures make it clear that even a father or a preceptor can be rejected if they lose their discrimination, failing to distinguish between right and wrong. On what authority has the king decided to give the kingdom to Kaikeyi's son when it rightfully belongs to you?
My dear brother, I know your unconditional love for me, as well as your strength. Our Father's command is rooted in righteousness, and it should be obeyed. Therefore, give up this unworthy thought of overthrowing the king and do not give way to anger. Mother Kaikeyi should not be blamed, as it should be seen as the will of the providence alone, and she is just the instrument. Please accept my resolution to follow the royal orders to please our father.
Please forgive my intolerance, dear brother. I am not able to accept this as a result of destiny. If your mind is set upon leaving for the forest, then please take me also with you. I shall walk ahead of you, holding my bow and guarding against all dangers. Without you, I will not be able to stay in Ayodhya.
My dearest Lakshman, you are dearer to me than my very life. If you follow me to the forest, who will be left to serve our dear father? Therefore, you should remain here in Ayodhya to care for everyone here.
My dear brother, you are the object of my worship, and I cannot imagine staying in Ayodhya even for a day without seeing you. So, it is my request, kindly make me your personal attendant, for there will be no unrighteousness in this act. Going before you with my sword, I shall clear a safe path for you and Mother Sita. In wakefulness or in sleep, you shall find me by your side, ever ready to serve you.
Okay, my brother, please prepare, as we shall depart shortly.
Time had come for Ram, Sita, and Lakshman to leave for the forest. Holding their weapons, clad in ascetic clothes, they bid farewell to everyone in the palace and began their journey to the forest, which would be their home for the next 14 years. Many sages and brahmanas came to offer their blessings to Ram, Sita, and Lakshman. Whenever Ram walked through the corridors of the palace, all the doorkeepers and servants quickly flocked around Ram, showering blessings upon him. As they passed along the road, all the citizens were standing on the streets to watch them, plunged in sorrow, seeing their beloved prince leaving. On the order of Maharaj Dasharat, Sumantra brought the best of the chariots and personally took up the reins of the horses and escorted Ram, Lakshman, and Sita outside of the city gates of Ayodhya. After some time, Lord Ram, Sita, and Lakshman, escorted by Sumantra, reached near the banks of the Ganges in the kingdom of Ushinara. At this time, the Lord bid farewell to Sumantra.
O respectable Prince of Ayodhya, please consider my request and return back to Ayodhya with me. I do not have the courage to return without you. Everyone in the kingdom will ask me why I did not bring you back, and I will not be able to answer them.
My dear Sumantra, we are very grateful for the love that you have showered upon us. However, I sincerely request that you swiftly go back to Ayodhya to take care of my father, who must be undergoing so much pain and agony. Please assure him as well as all the citizens of Ayodhya that these 14 years will pass by quickly and we will soon unite once again.
Thereafter, the Lord crossed the river in a boat that was arranged by his friend Guha, who was the ruler of the tribals. After crossing the river, the Lord bid farewell to his dear friend Guha and entered the deeper part of the forest along with Sita and Lakshman. While traveling in the direction of the confluence of the Ganges and the Jamuna, they visited the hermitages of various sages, including the hermitage of sage Bharadvaj, who blessed all of them and was feeling ecstatic to see the Lord of his life personally standing before him. He then directed the Lord towards the Chitrakut mountain, where they met sage Valmiki and decided to stay close to his hermitage. The Lord asked Lakshman to construct a cottage, and Ram, Sita, and Lakshman stayed there. Meanwhile, in Ayodhya, unable to bear the pain of separation from his son, Maharaj Dasharat was overcome with grief and agony, and in such intolerable pain, he gave up his life and ascended to the abode of the Supreme Lord. Ayodhya was engulfed in an ocean of sorrow upon hearing this news. Bharat and Shatrughna, who were visiting their maternal grandfather, were summoned.
My dear son, how is your journey? Is your grandfather doing well?
Oh mother, why does the entire kingdom of Ayodhya seem lifeless to me? And why are you wearing these clothes? Where is my dear father? I cannot see him anywhere in the palace.
My dear son, your glorious father, who was always the shelter of all living beings, has attained the heavenly abode.
Alas, I felt so many ill omens along the way. Little did I know that such news was awaiting me. How unfortunate I am that I was not present here next to him during this difficult time, and that I could not even see his face for one last time. Everything here now appears dark and lusterless, like the night sky bereft of the moon. I do not understand how this great calamity fell upon us. How fortunate are my brothers Ram and Lakshman that they could serve my father at this time.
Actually, Ram and Lakshman were not here, as they had left for the forest. Now get up, O King of Ayodhya. This is not the time to lament and be in grief. Virtuous souls like you should not be overwhelmed by grief. Steady your mind and perform your duty. This kingdom of Ayodhya now awaits your rule.
Rule? King? I do not understand this. Why were my dear brothers Ram and Lakshman not present in Ayodhya? And why were they in the forest?
They were banished to live in the forest for 14 years.
Banished? My dear brother Ram is completely sinless. So why was he exiled to live in the forest for 14 years? Tell me exactly what happened. It seems like someone is trying to do some conspiracies against our family.
I asked Maharaj for 2 boons. The first was to install you on the throne, and the second was to banish Ram to the forest for 14 years. Whatever happened in the past has already happened. But now your path is clear and the entire kingdom is awaiting for you to be the undisputed ruler of the entire world. I did this only for you, my son. You should be happy.
O sinful lady, by marrying you, my father has brought upon his own death and the extermination of his race. You have ended my family's joy due to this greed alone. You used to love Ram more than me. Then who has influenced your mind and filled it with poison that impelled you to do such a shameful act, resulting in the death of my father and exile of my sinless brother Ram? Tell me who has guided you to this path of destruction?
My dear brother, she is the one who devised this conspiracy and influenced the mind of Mother Kaikeyi. Order me, and I will separate her head from her body right now.
No, Shatrughna. Even though sinful, women should never be slain. You can leave her. How could you let your intelligence get polluted by her words? I'm ashamed to call you my mother. I hereby desert you. You are not my mother from now on. I cannot stand by and watch the path of morality be abandoned as a result of your sinful desires. The eternal moral code prescribes that the king's eldest son should inherit the throne. I will undoubtedly bring Ram back from the forest. O evil-minded one, you will never see me installed as the king.
Yes, my dear brother, we shall go to the forest, for we cannot return to Ayodhya, which is now rendered desolate without our father and our dear brother Ram.
Bharat ordered expert architects to construct a royal road from Ayodhya to the forest near the banks of the Ganges, with the earnest desire to bring Ram back to Ayodhya. After the road was built, he summoned Sumantra and ordered him to have the army prepared to bring Ram back to Ayodhya. Mounting his own golden chariot along with the royal army, Bharat set out for the forest from the city of Ayodhya. On the way, Bharat met Guha, who described to him how Ram, Lakshman, and Sita had taken to the ascetic life and were surviving on eating fruits and roots only. Hearing this, Bharat's heart was filled with so much pain, and he became more determined to bring Ram, Sita, and Lakshman back to Ayodhya. In the forest, on his way, he also visited sage Bharadvaj, who guided him to the Chitrakut mountain, where Lord Ram was staying.
Sita, this place is so divine. I think this place is special, even more than heaven itself. Did you see that the Kinnars, Vidyadhars, and Gandharvas descend here regularly from their own planets? Surely we will be able to easily spend 14 summers here, as if they were a month.
Yes, my lord. I feel really blessed and grateful to be living here with you. This place is serene, peaceful, and divine.
As Ram conversed with Sita, he noticed at a distance a cloud of dust rising in the sky. Looking around, he noticed frightened animals running in all directions, and he heard some noise, which became progressively louder and louder. Lakshman immediately climbed a tall tree, and then he came down to tell Lord Rama and Sita what he saw.
My dear brother, the worst of my nightmares have come true. A huge army is headed our way. You please take Mother Sita along with you and take shelter in the cottage. I will wipe out this entire army with my arrows.
Lakshman, please tell me in detail whose army is coming this way, and why do you think they will attack us? Maybe they are just visiting hermitages in the forest to seek blessings.
No, my dear brother, I just saw that. It is Bharat's army. After capturing the throne of Ayodhya, he now desires to kill all of us. But I will never allow him to fulfill his evil desires.
Oh, my dear Bharat is coming. This is good news for my ears. Do not be anxious, Lakshman. I cannot imagine Bharat hurting us even in his mind. I am sure Bharat is surely coming here because he must be longing to see all of us. When he would have heard of my exile, he would have felt overwhelmed with affection, and therefore he is coming to meet us.
Please forgive me. It must be as you say, my dear brother. I think maybe our father is personally coming here, accompanied by Bharat. Our father will doubtlessly try to persuade us to return, handing you the throne that Bharat might have refused to take out of his love for you.
O my worshipable brother, my eyes have been longing to see you. See how cruel this destiny is. One who deserves to sit in the royal assembly is seated now on the seat made of kusha grass. I am the one who should be blamed for all the inconveniences you are going through.
Yes, my dear brother. It is so heartbreaking to see our worshipable brother Ram, Lakshman, and Mother Sita living this ascetic life in the forest.
My dear Bharat, I hope all is well in Ayodhya. How is our dear father doing? I cannot see him. Has he not come along with you? Also, although I am glad to see you here, why do you seem to be so pale and emaciated?
Brother, while I was away in the Kaikeyi kingdom and you had already left for the forest, our glorious father ascended to the heavenly abode. Thinking only of you and lost in the grief at your separation, he left his mortal body. Now, by the time-honored rule, you, as the elder son, should inherit the kingdom. So please come back to Ayodhya.
What are you saying, Bharat? Our dear father has left us. This cannot be true. Now who will speak those kind and loving words to me? Alas, I am surely a useless son. Our father died because of me. I am so unfortunate that I was not at his bedside during his last time. With my father gone, what shall I do in Ayodhya? Even at the end of 14 years, I shall not have the courage to return to Ayodhya, seeing it desolate and bereft of its protector.
My dear brother, I am truly ashamed of the heinous act perpetrated by my mother. Please note that this was never approved by me. After casting you into the forest and afflicting the whole of Ayodhya with unbearable pain, she hoped to see me installed as king. This will never happen. Now, I request you, brother, please return to Ayodhya with us and take your rightful position as ruler of the kingdom. Be kind to me and to all the people of Ayodhya. If at all our father's order must be followed, then allow me to stay here in your place.
Following one's dharma is the most important principle. But higher than dharma is love. Real love means to serve selflessly and unconditionally. Selfless love is beyond conditions. And the only purpose of true love is to give pleasure to the beloved. Since the prime object of your love is Ram, seek shelter at his feet and ask him how you can please him with your service.
My dear Bharat, our father has shed his material body and entered the transcendental realm. So we should now carefully perform the duties that he has assigned to us. You should rule over the kingdom, dear Bharat, while I will remain in the forest for 14 years. This will ensure our welfare both in this world and the next. Under no circumstances should we disobey the orders of our virtuous father.
Your position is glorious, O mighty brother. You are never dejected at adversity, nor exhilarated at finding joy. Please place your feet in these sandals, dear Ram. Let these shoes be the rulers of the kingdom, and I shall remain as their servant. For the coming 14 years, I will also live life of an ascetic by living in a hut outside the kingdom of Ayodhya, taking only fruits and roots, and my hair shall be matted. If at the end of 14 years I do not see you return, O brother, then I shall enter blazing fire.
After Bharat left, Ram, Sita and Lakshman resided on Chitrakut mountain. After some time, they decided to leave and started to move further deep into the Dandaka forest, which was inhabited by various Rakshasas. Lakshman moved ahead and cleared a path with his sword, cutting through the thick creepers and bushes. As they broke through into a clearing, they suddenly saw a dreadful-looking Rakshasa. Powerfully built, he stood in their way. With high, pointed ears, fierce teeth, and blood-red eyes, the demon was terrible to behold.
Who are you two? You look like ascetics, but you are carrying weapons. And why have you brought a woman into this dense forest? You shall meet death at my hands, and I will take her away with me to make her my queen.
We are the princes of Raghu dynasty, and we have come here in exile. Who are you, and why are you causing fear in the hearts of the inhabitants of this forest?
I am Virata, and I wander in this forest, eating the flesh of sages. You should run away and go back the way you came. I have been granted boon by Brahma, and I cannot be slain by any weapon. Leave quickly and abandon this princess with me.
You are certainly seeking the abode of Yamaraj, and your wish will be fulfilled today.
Without uttering another word, Ram shot 7 arrows at the demon. The arrows flew with the speed of Garuda and pierced right through Virata, falling upon the earth drenched with his own blood. The Rakshasa roared in pain. He rushed at Ram and Lakshman. The brothers immediately sent a shower of arrows at the demon. He then hurled his lance at Ram with the force of a tempest. Ram at once fired 2 arrows, which cut the lance into 3 pieces. Finally, Ram managed to subdue the demon on the ground and stood with his foot pressing down upon the Rakshasa's neck. Virata regained consciousness and spoke.
O Lord, I am defeated by you. Your strength is higher than all the demigods. I now know you to be the all-powerful Ram, and your wife Sita is a goddess of fortune. I am the Gandharva named Tumburu. Due to not properly serving Kuvera, the Lord of Wealth, I was cursed by him. By your grace, O Ram, I am freed from a terrible curse. I shall now go to my own abode.
Thus Virata returned and regained his original position in the heavenly planets. All the demigods who witnessed this from the sky rejoiced to see the Lord deliver the Gandharva from his curse. Thereafter, Ram, Sita, and Lakshman proceeded further into their journey. Shri Ramachandra Bhagavan Ki Jai! Jai Shri Ram!
Raghupati Raghava Raja Ram Patita Pavana Sita Ram Raghupati Raghava Raja Ram Patita Pavana Sita Ram Raghupati Raghava Raja Ram Patita Pavana Sita Ram Raghupati Raghava Raja Ram Jai Ram Jaya Jaya Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jaya Jaya Ram